Good day, everyone. So now we will be talking about the points of inflection. So as you can see here, we have a graph, and an inflection point is where a function changes its concavity. Kung sa'yo pasabutan na. For example, na kay nani kaning curve diri no? So diri na function upward pa ang points, no? Pag abot diri ni downward na. So diri na part nag-change ang concavity, no? Kung asa nag-change ang function sa pag curve. So kana concavity. Example, determine the concavity of f of x is equal to x cubed minus 6x squared minus 12x plus 2 and identify any points of inflection. So ang kalahian niya in increasing and decreasing functions is that diri we will be using the second derivative test. So we will get the second derivative of this equation. So now we have f prime of x is equal to 3x squared minus 12x minus 12. Okay, then f double prime of x is 6x minus 12, or you can have this as 6 times x minus 2. Therefore, we can equate that one into, so you have the values of x, or the value of x as x is equal to 2. Since 6 is equals to 0, wala siya x value. So we only have one value of x there, since that is not a quadratic equation, right? It's a linear equation. So according to the theory of points of inflection, pag double derivative nimo equate to 0, yan ang kinakuha na value of x, this is already the point of inflection. Okay? So later we will get the y value of the point of inflection. But now, let us first determine, sige, kuha sa nato ang y. So to get the y value of the point of inflection, we are going to substitute it to the original equation. So substitute to the y value. Substitute nato ni to original equation. So this is 2 to the power of 3, 8 minus 24 minus 24 plus 2. So 8 minus 48 plus 2, that is negative 40, negative 38. So therefore, your point of inflection is at 2, negative 38. So let's make a graph. Ay, 2, negative 38. So dire, somewhere here ang negative 38. So mo ni siya atong point of inflection. Okay? So to determine whether kani siya, so mo man ni si 2, no? Si 2, then diri ang positive infinity, and diri ang negative infinity. As well as here, positive infinity, negative infinity. So para mabalaan nato ang concavity sa less than 2 ug greater than 2, we will know the intervals. So at interval greater than 2, so sa right ani diri na interval, so diri na interval, no? So greater than 2 na siya dira, tapos ang sa left sa 2 is of course lesser than 2. Okay? So 2 na siya. So at f of 3, pero i-substitute nato siya sa second derivative. So f double prime of 3 is equal to 6 times 3 minus 12. That is positive 6. So therefore, ang concavity from positive 2 to positive infinity, kay 3 man na siya, is upward since positive siya. So, pag upward gani, ana siya, upward. Upward, concave. Upward, concave, downward. Margin ana siya. Sige. Tapos, at f double prime of 1, kay dili naman ta, or 0, pwedeng 0, no? Pwedeng 1, pwedeng 0. Sa left na punta na interval. So, 6 times 1 minus 12 is equal to negative 6. So, negative 6. So, from negative infinity to positive 2, negative siya. So, downward ang atong concavity. So, ano daw na siya? Downward. Sige na lang. Balag, dili ko pang graph ha. Ano? Tapos, dili daw, kaya nag-upward na siya. Perfect. So, inana daw. So, therefore, from negative 2 to negative infinity, since again, sa value na 1, so from diri to diri, ang ato ang i-conclude na to na answer ana is negative infinity to positive 2, concave downward, isa marag mali akong graph, no? Dali lang. Kani siya concave downward. Ang concave downward, ana man ang concave downward. Tapos, okay. Sige, wait lang. Then, from positive 2 to positive infinity, concave upward. Then, ang point of inflection is 2, negative 38. Dala man din ang point of inflection, no? Today ko dapat matouch ng point of inflection. Sorry. The point of inflection. So, again, there is downward. Lisod kayo mag-graph. Na lang. Na. Okay, tama na eh. Ano na siya? Sige. So, lang, no? Then, you box your final answer. So, para ma-determine lang nato kung concave upward, concave downward, mag-set og intervals sa left ug sa right. And then, pag positive, upward. Pag negative, downward. Okay, so, lang. No? For number 2, find the values for which the curve y is equal to x4 minus 4x cubed has points of inflection. So, first derivative is 4x cubed minus 12x squared. Second derivative is 12x squared minus 24x. Okay, and then, pwede natin siya factor out. Or, sorry, 12x. Ay, isa pa. Sorry. 12x times x minus 2. Tama. Okay, so we can get two values of x here. 0 equals 12x times x minus 2. 12x equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. Therefore, we have x equals 0 and then x equals 2. So muna siya atong points of inflection. So duha atong points of inflection. Now we will get the y values of each. So at x equals 0 sa original equation, y equals 0 as well, no? At x equals 2, y equals 2 to the power 4 minus 4 times 2 cubed. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 is 16 minus 32. You have negative 16. So you have 0, 0. So points of inflection. Ang points of inflection is at 0, 0 and 2, negative 16. So, ang question? Find the values of x. Values of x lang. So, therefore, we already found the answer. So, dapat kanilang answer ana. Sige. So, kung ilisa na to ang question and find the concavity. Sige. Pangita na to ang concavity of the intervals. Okay? So, to find the concavity of each, buhat na pud ka og graph. So, ano lang, imaginary graph lang sa ta, no? Interval sa ta. So, sige, buhat na ta graph. 0, 0, muna itong first point of inflection, and then, so 0, then 2, then negative 16. So, somewhere here, ang isa ka point of inflection. Okay? Saan ito color para maklaro? Army na pud. Sige. So, kuha tawag intervals, no? Tulo ka intervals, diri negative infinity to 0 sa ta. Intervals from negative infinity to 0. Saan ka na siya? Concave upward or concave downward. So, para makuha na siya, kuha tag interval na negative 1. So, f y, sorry. At y equals negative 1. Let's say y at x. At x equals negative 1. Substitute nato siya sa second derivative, which is 12x squared minus 24x. Y double prime equals 12x squared minus 24x. We can get the value as sa mani 1, 12 plus 24, positive 36. Positive 36. So, positive siya. Therefore, this is concave upward. No? Then, from 0 to 2, so 1 at x equals 1, 12 times 1 is 12 minus 24. Negative 12, so negative concave downward. So upward daw ni upward. Dari upward daw dari. Tapos diri nag-downward na sa 0 and 2. Na. Perfect graph, no? And then, from 2 to positive infinity. So, 3. 12 times 3 squared minus 24 times 3. So, sa ba na? 9 times 12. So, 81 ba na 9 times 12? Or 108? 108, oy. Minus 24 times 3, 22. So, 108 minus 7. Positive di siya, no? Regardless. Makuha na tong value. Mas ako man 108. So, positive 36. So, this now would be concave upward. So, paano na siya? Diba? Concave upward. Therefore, these are your answers. Kana siya. Okay? So, that's it for points of inflection. You can try answering more activities sa inyong modules or sa books. Okay, thank you for listening.